Hey guys, the video today is going to be showing you my first apartment, and I'll just be talking about the 9 years I lived there. I saw the apartment on Craigslist, so you can tell it's definitely, it was a while ago, so it was like early 2016, and then I signed the lease, and I moved in April 1st. I just fell in love with the charm of the apartment. It had like original woodwork from the 1920s, and the kitchen was definitely 1950s. I'm guessing that's when it was converted into an apartment around there, the 50s, 60s. And it was so charming compared to anything else I had saw online, because, I mean, as you know, most apartments are just white boxes. Most of the kitchens and finishes are like 80s, 90s ugly, and this place was just so charming. It had just cream-colored walls, and it had like slanted ceilings in different parts because it's the upper... It pretty much was probably the attic originally, and then they converted it into an apartment, I'm guessing sometime in the mid-century, and I just love that all the original woodwork was still the same, and just all these original details that you can't find in your average apartment. As you can see, I had a couple cats through those 9 years. My first cat's name was Socks, and he lived with me for the first year in the apartment. And it was just nice because I had come from my parents' house, so moving in by myself was a very big change, and having Socks there with me through that first year really helped me transition into full adulthood and being by myself and all of that. And then, unfortunately, it was like the January after I moved in, Socks passed away, and then like about a month later, I adopted Dexter, who is the orange cat that you see in the pictures, and he lived with me for the remaining years of when I lived in my apartment. And just having a pet, I think, is so important when you live in an apartment. If your landlord allows, it just helps, because there were days where I felt lonely, but I think having a pet really helped not feel so alone. And obviously having good friends and staying connected with your family and all of that. So, yeah, just my opinion, pets are a great addition to an apartment. My design style has definitely evolved, as you could probably see through the different photos through the years. I think when I first started, it was just kind of like, I didn't know what my design style was, so I just kind of would grab, something I liked and would try it out. And when I first moved into my apartment, most of the decor I bought was from Hobby Lobby. And as you know, there's a lot of word decor, and I had the classic sign in the kitchen that said kitchen, which, obviously is unnecessary when you already know what room you're in. And there was that whole farm style that Joanna Gaines had made famous during 2016, and that just kind of exploded. So I think I had taken some influence from that, and then as the years evolved, I started refining my style, and I really liked Scandinavian and more minimal and simple, but still colorful. I wasn't a huge, everything be neutral and gray and beige kind of person. So just figuring out who I was in design, and not being afraid to try new things out. And if I didn't like it, then, I would change it out. I was constantly rotating my rooms and moving furniture around, as I'm sure you can see, and there had been like a short period of time where I was like, I'm going to be minimalist. I got rid of my fireplace. I got rid of furniture. I got rid of tons of decor that I had collected over the years, and some of that I do regret, like the fireplace. I definitely do regret getting rid of that. Just from that point, I think I realized, like, okay, who do I want to be design-wise, and just stop putting so much pressure on myself. So I think I came to a place where I felt like I wanted things to be simple, I want things to be warm, and I really love mid-century, so I added mid-century pieces through my grandma's orange glassware, which you've seen in pictures, and some of the furniture, the ladder you're seeing in this image. You can see the orange chair, that is mid-century authentic, that's my great-grandma's chair. So it's just really letting myself figure out what I liked and not letting culture define what I wanted to do in my own home. So that's just kind of how my design style evolved. I would say my favorite time of year to decorate and be in my apartment was probably the holidays, Christmas, definitely fall too. But as you can see, I love decorating for Christmas. I loved coming up with a theme every year. My first year was mostly stuff that I had growing up and stuff from my grandma and my parents. And then I slowly evolved my Christmas style and just really enjoyed it. And I loved coming up with a new theme. I did like a enchanted forest theme with animals and all of that, and then I tried to do the neutral theme that I was not I definitely decided I'm not a neutral guy, and there's the neutral style right there that I tried that it just wasn't me. So then I went back to the red and the classic colors and just fell in love with that. As we get close to the end of this video, I was hoping you would share your first apartment story in the comments. I just think having your own place for the first time is such a special time in your life, and being able to put your mark on your own place and decorate the way you want it and all of that. I just think it's really a special time, and that's why I wanted to share this. The picture you're seeing right now, that is the first day I moved in. I was 23. And then this last picture is my final day at my apartment in early 2025. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Share your story. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.